You ever tried modeling something from scratch, like you are just starting at a blank screen trying to get a basic shape right, and somehow 3 hours later you got this weird melted blob that barely looks like what you have imagined? Yeah, that's me, or well, that was me, because a few days ago I found this called Messy, and I swear I think it just flipped everything. I typed in a random prompt something like mossy green forest glowing statue, and 16 seconds later it gave me 4 versions: full 3D models, textured, game ready, no sculpting, no repeatology, just pick that one you like, hit refine, and that's it. It actually made me pause, like, why does this exist now, not 2 years ago when I really needed it? Anyway, let me show you how it's worked, because if you ever wasted an afternoon wrestling with Blender, I think you will really appreciate this. So yeah, the tool I use is called Messy.AI. It's the AI powered 3D model generator, and apparently it's already been used to make over 20 million models, which I did not even realize at first, but yeah, that's kind of wild. They have been even named the top AI tools for game developers by A16Z, which look, I'm usually accepted about those titles, but honestly after trying it, I get it now. You just give it a prompt, a bit of text or an image if you want, and it does the rest. No sculpting, no fixing broken meshes, no spending half an hour adjusting one vertex. Just click, wait a few seconds, and boom, you got something that actually looks finished. Anyway, in this video I'm going to walk you through how I did it step by step so you can try it for yourself, or at least see if it's something that fits in your own workflow. Alright, let's jump into it. So once you have signed up and logged in, you will land on the Messy dashboard. From here you will see a few clear options like text to 3D, image to 3D, AI texturing, and text to image. Each of these take you to actual workspace depending on what you are trying to make. So for now, let's start with the text to 3D feature. Click on text to 3D and it will take you to the workspace where you type your prompt, basically what you want the model to be. I went with something like a stylized mossy tree, monster standing in fog, glowing eye, fantasy style. Try to be specific but don't overthink it. Once you hit generate, the AI gets to work, and while it's processing you will see a little pop-up asking for your role, stuff like hobbyist, concept artist, game designer, student. It's just for personalization. I picked the 3D artist, but you can choose whatever fits best. Then back to the model generation gaps. Now here's where the magic happens. Messy gives you 4 model previews, and it happens fast, like you will see this within a minute or so. Each one is slightly different. Some might be more hunched over, other taller. The style stays consistent too, which is kind of impressive. And here's a tip. Messy 5 really shines when you stick to organic stuff. So think monster, rock, tree stumps, statues, stuff like does not need precious edge or symmetry. If you try something like a building or furniture, you might notice weird geometry or proportions. They were still working on that side of things. Anyway, I picked this version that looked the most interesting, kind of had twist bark texture going on with moss along the arms. Then I clicked refine. Now during this phase it generates the higher quality versions. It takes a bit longer, just a few minutes. I usually take that time to prep a snack or scroll comments. When it's done, you get the full 3D viewer. Let's walk through the what you see. So first off, hit the base color preview toggle. It's in the top left of the 3D viewer. Here they show you the base texture map without lighting or shadows baked in, which makes it easier to check how clean the texture really is. Messy 5 improved this a lot. The surface layerings look smoother now, more natural. It does not have the plasticky look some other tool gives you. Rotate the model around and zoom in. You will notice the texture actually wraps properly, no weird seams, and if you go underneath the arms or around the back, there's a consistent detail. For a model that come out of one sentence, that's wild. Another thing, they add proper rigging in the version. You won't see right away, but it's there under the hood. When you export it, it comes with a full skeleton. That means if you are working in Unreal or Unity, you can literally drag this model and start animating. Now let's do a quick edit. So I was not super happy with the eye color. It felt like a little flat. So I can change that from below in the 3D window. AI texture editing. Click that and another window will pop up. In here we can draw on the texture area that needs regeneration and then enter the prompt. I draw a circle around the eyes and type in glowing bubble energy eyes with moss details on eyelids. Hit apply, wait a second, and yeah, it's update the model without rebuilding the whole thing. We also have our original model right here as an option. So if you don't want the changes, then you can always switch back to the previews. That's one of the best parts about this tool. You don't lose process. You can just iterate, refine, and change stuff without starting over. It's fast and honestly kind of fun. It's similar to adjusting a character in a video game, and when it's done, it gives you 4 models. Choose the one you like and click apply to the model, and changes will take place to our original model. In below we have remesh and retexture features. If you want to completely regenerate a version but keep the same vibe, that's useful if you like the general shape but want to experiment with variation. Once everything looks good, it's time to export. Click download and you will see a list of formats. For me, I usually go with .fbx if I am sending this to Unreal Engine. If you are doing more static rendering or just want to play with it in Blender, .obj works fine too. No patchy rendering, no broken UVS, it just works. I drag the export into into Blender and it imported cleanly. Textured where aligned, mesh was solid, which is more than I can say for a lot of free generators out there. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole process from prompt to export. It took maybe 5 minutes total, and that's with me poking around changing things. If I just went straight to, it might win 5. So if you are someone who always wanted to build models but hated the technical side or just did not have time to learn sculpting, this is a solid shortcut, a real one, not bad, right? Alright, so that's the basic flow from text prompt to finished exportable model. Now here's where I want to pause for a second because this is the part that actually surprised me. Here's why I'm genuinely impressed with Messy 5. The textured way more detailed than I expected, like the lightning matches the geometry in a way that actually look intentional, not just slapped on. And the modeling, especially for organic stuff like creatures or rock, is clean. Not perfect, sure, but for something generated in a few clicks, it's shockingly usable. And then there's rigging. This one caught me off guard. The fact that it's sport with a full skeleton ready to animate, that's a big deal. You don't have to jump through hoops or patch anything up. Also, the remixing feature, you can keep tweaking without starting over. No need to rerun the whole model from scratch every time you change your mind. I did not expect that level of polish, and I did not have to babysit anything. Just click, refine, move on. Now, if you are wondering how this fits into real workflows, here's the coolest part. If you are an indie game dev, you can use Messy to prototype creatures or props without hiding out. Drop it in engine, text it, move on. 3D printing, you got usable assets in literally minutes. Just export to STL and go. Animators, the built-in rig saves so much time. You can start blocking moving the same day you create the model. Honestly, whatever you are building, statues, fantasy prompts, stylized creatures, this tool gets you 80% of the way in 5% of the time. Alright, if you find this helpful or you're just curious as about the new wave of AI tools, go ahead and like the video and yeah, hit subscribe. I have got more walkthrough workflows and just honest takes coming up. Or if you want to try Messy yourself, check the pinned comment. I dropped my personal link there plus a 30% off code if you decide to upgrade. Thanks for watching and I will catch you in this next one.